to be seen, you know, because it's raining at the moment. Good morning, everybody. Hello. I'm Valerie. Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Christine. Hey, Penny. Hey, Maria. Your name wasn't there. Ooh. Maybe you died in the night. Do you sometimes think that? If something's a bit weird, do you sometimes think, did I die? And I don't know. Right, let's get the cards out. I'm a bit bright this morning. I apologise for your redness if it's hurting. Morning, Mandy. So I did all of the bonus reads yesterday. I'm going to publish them after this, I think. Try out a different publishing time. I don't want to publish them this evening. I want to be relaxing this evening. I got something new yesterday. Something that I really like is, I forgot how much I like it because it's been ages since I've done it. But let me show you. How can I show you? Hang on. I'm going to show you like this. I'm going to take you over here. It's a new desk. I built it. That's what I like doing. I like building furniture. You know, that flat pack furniture, I really enjoy doing stuff like that. So I built that yesterday after I'd done all my videos. Whoa. Wait a minute. I like doing stuff like that. You like the right top, do you? It's a bit much. I might use it as my running top. It's kind of nice, yeah. I like the blue one better, the one that I was wearing yesterday, and that's one of the new desks. I've got another desk on its way, apparently, from Holland. The other one is the electrical one. I'm going to put that in that corner there. And I'm not sure I'm going to keep that one there. I might move my bed over a little bit because sets have got to be backwards. I've got to be facing the junk. You've got to be facing the nice stuff, yeah? And so with that, me looking out the window, that's great for working, but that's not the way that I work. The way that I work is being videoed with nice stuff behind me. So it's going to look weird in the room, but I might shift my bed over a little bit and have it so that I'm with my back to the window at the back there, so you can all look at the jungle behind me. I don't know. I'm coming up with ideas. It's one of the desks. It's cute, hey? It's a little bit wobbly. Morning, Stephanie. Hi, Melissa. Let's get some cards out. So I'm going to get some cards out for the collective. If you want a mini read, just check out that pinned comment at the top. Tells you how to get one. It was super easy too. So now I'm deciding on a chair to go with it or a stool. I think I've decided on a stool instead. I don't sit normally. I don't need a chair. I might get a chair. I don't know. Just a cushion stool will be enough for me. It's very rare that I sit in a chair. Like I've got a lounge and I've got 2 armchairs. Go days without sitting in them. I sit in them in the morning just before I do this. But I hardly use them at all, so I think a stool would be better for me. Because I'll sit with my leg up like this or cross-legged. Even if I'm in a chair, I don't sit right in them. So I think a stool would be better. Hey, Mandy. Let's get some cards out, shall we? I did a bit of a workout this. I did my knee workout because it's hard to fit them in there. I need to talk to my trainer to see how I can do the warm-up because I can't walk backwards for 10 minutes anymore. But I do have resistance bands, so maybe I could do a warm-up for the knees, which is similar with that. He will know best. But I figured when I listen to the energy update for the day, I could be doing that workout because it's not really a workout. It doesn't make me sweaty. I mean, but I need to do it. So the morning would be an ideal time to do it. And it's kind of nice to get moving in the morning and stretch and all of that. So I did that this morning. I like that. After waking up from a weird dream, I had a pet fish that used to bring itself out of the water. It looked like Nemo, really. It was Nemo, yeah. You know how Nemo comes out of the water? I had a pet fish like that, and I wanted to go kayaking with it. But I also wanted to go to this Muay Thai class, and I wanted to do this and that, and I didn't know what to do. I wanted to do it all. You often sit with your legs crossed too, Christine. Yeah, I think once you get used to it, like if you've done a lot of yoga, like you and me, it's just not comfortable, is it, sitting in a chair, an office chair? They're not comfortable at all. I much prefer like having my hips stretched out here. You mowed the yard. I went for a run yesterday. It was much easier. I did 3K again. Much easier. Oh no, Marianne, things aren't going as expected. What's going on with your career? Oh, an ending, huh? Wow. Anyway, for the collective, we've got a time to walk alone. You're sitting on the floor as well, Melissa. I found this shop. I was looking for stools and chairs and things. I found this shop and it's Chinese, but they've got a lot of Japanese furniture in there. They've got pretty cool sitting options, Japanese, low chairs and stuff like that. Low desks as well. I wish I'd have looked at it. They've got these like little low desks and either sitting cushions or chairs. Oh, I could get one of those and have like a moving desk. Let's see. Anyway, a time to walk alone. So this came out a fair bit for May for all the signs. I'm going to publish all of those, the bonus reads for each star sign. So there's 12 of them. I'm kind of proud of them. They're pretty good. I hope people like them. I hope it brings in new people. But this kind of a time to walk alone, it came up for a few signs. Just pulling the energy back, pulling the energy back to yourself. Okay, seagulls. Okay, Mary Ellen, let's get some guidance for you. Okay, that can be very unnerving, can't it? When I worked in corporate, every time, and they kept on doing it, and everyone was stressed out every time they did it. They kept on doing these restructuring things and culling jobs and stuff like that. Every time I wanted them to get rid of me, and they never did. I wanted them to pay me to leave. I wanted to leave anyway. They wouldn't. I was just too damn needed there. Anyway, but yeah, it was stressful anyway, even though I wanted to leave. Okay, Mary Ellen, you've got include rest here, so it's time to put yourself first. It could be that you will be let go of here, I think, with that card, just with that rest card coming out. It seems like you need a break and something new is coming along. Initiate, follow your knowing. So follow your knowing, intuition. Have you already had intuition to move on to something else? I mean, we never like change, but you might have had an idea of something that you'd like to do. Something new is going to come along. If you haven't had that already, something new will come along anyway. But there's that rest period first, and that can be stressful. In other words, your higher self might give you a rest first, give you a break, and you might be thinking, no, but I need to go from job to job. We don't do that in relationships. No, I need to go from relationship to relationship. But somehow we get fixated on money and we think that that's our primary role in life. And it's important, yeah, but it's not everything. Our higher selves look after us better than we look after ourselves in that respect, We wouldn't say to our kid, we wouldn't demand, that from a kid to go from one thing to another and to never stop and push them and stuff. We want to take care of them and give them a break. So you're going to be given a break, or you need to take a break. You need to rest. Now, it could be in that rest time that you get is when you get the ideas for what you want to do. I know for me, I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. And so when I was working in corporate, I kept on getting pregnant. And so whenever I was on maternity leave, or if I took a holiday, it was in those breaks. It was when I was having a break that I would suddenly come up with business ideas. And then 6 months later, after I would go back to the corporate job, I would just fall in line and be the robot that I was and forget about all those business ideas and not do it. But and I didn't come up with business ideas when I was working. It was in the breaks that I did. And so this could be saying, this initiate and follow my knowing could be saying, you need a rest first, you need a break. And that's when you're going to have the intuition of what to start next. That'll be much better for you. It's a step up. Oh, nice. You're going to have a holiday. Oh, I know, it's stressful. It's stressful even if you want to leave, I tell you. Something better's coming now. Yeah, that initiate card is really good, something new. Everything happens for a reason, but change, oh God, we don't like it. Yeah. Oh God, I remember those days. It was horrible being in corporate, and they did it so many times to us. I was there for 8 years. They did it so many times to us. We had to reapply for our jobs. They did that a couple of times to us. Reapply for our job, put us through all of that shit. Even though I knew they wouldn't let me go. It's still stressful reapplying for your job. And that's stuff you don't want to do. Don't want to do it when we do it. Never mind do it. When I first got that job, my interview was terrible. Really. They said, why do you want this job? I said, I don't really. I was just so complacent about it. I'm like, well, I've got my degree in engineering. I want to do that, but there's nothing available because it was 1992. IT was going, engineering was going. So I was going into IT. Why do you want the job for? I don't really. But I've got a degree and I can't seem to find a job with it and I need to work. Well, what are you good at? Oh, anything. I was terrible and they gave me the job. I'm like, are you crazy? You had a crazy dream last night. Ex's dog. Oh, well, I'm sorry you're going through that, Mary Ellen, but yeah, it is. It's going to be good. You'll see. You just need to help yourself through, soothe yourself through the changes because it's stressful. Yeah, just try and enjoy your trip as best you can. It's not COVID. It might be, in fact. I'm not feeling it if it is. Hey, Stephanie. Thank you for your donation, Stephanie. Let's get more. So, time to walk alone. A bit of redirections. So yeah, instead of waiting for the evening, I'm going to publish this special May reads. Seeing as this is the 1st of May for me now, I'm going to publish them after this, one at a time, starting with Pisces. I hope they're popular. Tell me what you think anyway in the comments in the videos and so, because if we get a lot of views on it, I might do it. I might do it each month or just when I have a spare day like that. Yeah, we don't change anything, do we, by worrying, but it's so hard not to. So so hard not to worry. Why do we have that ability to? What function does worrying have? What's a positive from worrying? Weaving flowers. I read that as watering flowers first. Weaving flowers. 33. Creator, art of the universe, integration. Here we see a woman gathering the delicate petals of blossoms and making them into flowers. It seems she's weaving them together, bringing a greater whole into being. She's calm and concentrated on her work. This woman is a creator. That was me yesterday. She draws from the petals falling from the sky and growing from the earth. Inspiration is all around. Gather it up to create a new whole. Sometimes the worry makes you strive for more. The challenge makes you strive for more, I think. The worry. It's just kind of the stupid thing that we do that holds us back from that. I know what you mean now. Work again. That was the message yesterday. It was all about work, getting on with it, working hard, keeping on going, not going for the easy option, all of that stuff. Stephanie, I'm trying to manifest 2 things. Very out of the ordinary. Cool. Am I doing something correctly? It's taking a long time. Oh God, it does that. Let's see. Stephanie's higher self, what's going on with that? Star sign are you, Stephanie? One of them, I can't remember which one it was. One of them was manifesting something this month, in May. They tried to manifest in February, and now they've given up on it 3 months later. It's manifesting in May. It could be for you. Sometimes worry makes you see options you never looked at before. Yeah, it could do. Gets you thinking about it. Woo, pre-launch. Jamie, how exciting. Oh God, the mystery card. Stephanie, you got mystery. Okay, forgive them. There's some forgiveness to do. So is this something similar to something that you've tried to manifest before? And it might seem like someone stood in your way. There's some forgiveness to do. The Pisces. Can't remember. I would check your motivations. I think I said this in the energy update today. Check your motivations for manifesting it, because there might be some lack energy in there. I explained it in the energy update this morning, in fact. So sometimes we think, no, I just want it. I just, it's just pure desire. I just want it. But there can be a trying to get away from an issue. But this is saying there's people to forgive. So, yeah, there might be some icky energy in there, muddy energy in there about you'll show them, or, like hold my beer, that kind of thing. Yeah, it very well could be that. Some forgiveness to do there. The mystery card. Oh, that's your higher self playing with you. Give me clarity on this, and then I pull the mystery card. At least it didn't come out with guidance. Mystery and guidance. No, it's forgive them. There's other people involved, or your imaginings of other people involved, you know. Often people aren't involved at all. We want to get at the big man or something, the government, you know, something like that. Yeah, just check your motives. There might be just a little bit of lack in there, or a little bit of I'll show them, something like that. Give us more growth and be supportive, right? This is why it's taking time. You've got growth and be supportive. So you're asking for something bigger, unusual, you said, or something like that. And it's going to require support. So it is the personal growth. It's personal growth. You got some personal growth to do. You're not the person that will manifest those things yet. And it's about letting support in, letting people help you, opening up to love. So that's huge. I mean, that was huge for me, learning how to open up to let people help me, love me properly. I mean, there's a lot behind that. Just be supportive, being supported, being supportive, getting that balance right. You got mystery and guidance last time, Jamie. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous when higher selves say that. How can I help you better than that? It's forgive them. Tell us more about the forgive them thing. What's that little bit about? Oh, it's breaking free. It's about being the black sheep. It's about doing things differently. It's about not following the suit. It's about not doing the same as other people want you to do. That's what it is. So forgive them, the ones that have kind of guided you to do the wrong thing for yourself, or something that wasn't really aligned with you. That could be teachers, it could be parents, it could be anybody really. It could be an advisor, it could be someone you've worked with, a boss, someone that's giving you bad advice. Really, not it wasn't bad advice for them; it was bad advice for you. This is and the self forgiveness part of it would be then you choosing, you chose to follow their advice instead of doing your own thing. You know. Hi, Mystic Vision. Fly. Oh, yeah, there you go. Wow, what is it? Tell us what it is. What are you manifesting? I love that. Something fantastical. Yeah, I'm not really trying to manifest anymore. I I think it's a sign when we're trying to manifest something, it's a sign that we're not in alignment. Because when you're in alignment, just great things show up, and so you don't need to focus on stuff anymore because it's all just showing up anyway. There's no desires there in a way because it all just flows. So trying to manifest something in the first place shows you're out of alignment, or you're not quite in alignment yet, you know. So it makes it seem like when we let go of that desire to do it, that's when it manifests, but it's not really. It's the other way around. It's that we we get aligned, and so we don't have that desire for it so much anymore, and then it manifests. Oh, Jamie, you had a big mess yesterday. Yeah, I understand that, Stephanie. That guidance has come out as well to zip it, to not tell people. For this week in particular, right? Thanks, Jamie, for the donation. Oh, love life guidance for Jamie. Redirections. Ask about your love life and the work card comes out. But it's relationship work, right? It's about, yes, I feel the heaviness of it. Our fears, that's what causes problems in relationships. It's our fears. And our egos clash with each other because we've both got our fears and we want the other one to alleviate our fears, but they can't because they've got fears too. And then we have this battle of egos, and yeah, it all gets messy. So there's innocence work to do here, meaning forgive yourself. And because we're all a mess, we all do this in relationships. Our fears come up. We project, we want the partner to make us feel better, but they can't because they're in their own story, they're in their own fears. So this is saying the work is innocence, is realizing you're innocent, they're innocent, we're all muggles, we all have these troubles, we all have fears, we've all been hurt, and it's difficult in relationships. And as much work as we do on ourselves, these things come up and they always will come up. Can't kill our ego, can't kill our fears, but what we can do is understand them and manage them, know where they came from, expect them to come up, and know how to deal with ourselves when it comes up, and try to deal with it in ourselves instead of projecting it on our person. So yeah, inner work for both of you to do here. But you're innocent. Don't feel bad about it. I'm sure you're feeling bad about it. Yeah, you can create a new way. And the new way might just be fessing up to the deeper aspect of it. In other words, when you figure out that innocence, you might want to talk to them about it and say, you might want to fess up and say, I was just so scared about this. And I didn't know that at the time. I didn't have the clarity at the time, but I was just so scared about this. And I'm thinking, like, definitely don't focus on their part in it. They need to do that. Focus on your part in it, your fears. You might be headed back into a toxic relationship. You ran. Sometimes it's not bad. I'm not picking up toxic relationship here. I'm picking up two scared people, which equals toxicity. Hi, Susanna. Yeah, two scared people equals toxicity. So your buttons were pushed and you ran. Your fears were pushed. It wasn't necessarily them. Lovers, create and be artistic. So you can create something new. You can create a new approach out of this. You can learn from this and create a new approach. It feels to me like you need to talk to them now. Maybe not right away, but do that inner work first, that innocence work. Realizing that you're innocent in all of this. Don't give yourself a hard time about it. Especially when we've experienced any kind of abuse or toxicity and stuff like that. It's horrible. Of course we're going to be scared of that, rightly so. That's like, you can see that there's a very good reason we have an ego, to protect us from stuff like that. Don't want to go willy-nilly into the same kind of crap again. We want to be scared of it, but we also want to get some wisdom from it and deal with it in another way. Let's get a goddess out for everybody. I think it's been a long time since I've done the a single video for each star sign, because it felt like it had yesterday. And I know my videos are much better than they used to be. Just because I'm doing so goddamn many of them. I'm getting good at it. You can't do this amount of videos without getting much better at it. And I'm sure that will continue as well. I'll get much better. But yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with them today. So definitely check them out. And tell me what you think. Still use your turntable. I did buy one, but it's in storage, or maybe my ex got that. One that connects to a computer. Turntable. Where's my records? I've got everything spread all over the world. No, Australia. The stuff's in Australia. And I'm getting more stuff here. You're trying to work on shadow stuff. Yeah. It's nothing like an LP. We've got Ain and a Targetus here. Two A's. The colour I'm wearing. It's called Chartreuse, is it? Chartreuse. Really? I would call it highlighter yellow. Ain and Targetus. Inner strength and balance. I think this weekend is just like a reset, a time to walk alone and wearing flowers. I think it's Ain, inner strength. Goddess of love, Ain is guiding you to look within for strength. Whether you're embracing a new path, taking a risk, or healing from past pain, everything you're seeking is inside of you. Inner strength. And a Targetus. Yes, she. Balance. The first known mermaid is in recorded history. A Targetus is guiding you to look for balance in your time, your environment, and within yourself. As a teacher, a Targetus asks you to seek new ways to bring more balance and care into your life. It's a self-care weekend. Yeah, it's a self-care weekend. Flies on the crystal ball. I was actually treating that fly like a pet last night. It was with me yesterday evening, and I thought, why are like we're good with cats, but we're not okay with flies? I thought maybe it just wants to be my pet, and so we had some good times together last night. Do you think about things like that? Why we think that some animals are good and like pets, and some pesky like this, and like all of those damn fruit flies came in last night. So many of them. They're all over the place, but I kind of pushed them over that way. Everything is dirty in here because I put that table together. You can see there. So there's bits of packing stuff, polystyrene everywhere. I'm getting the cleaners in. I can't be bothered sorting it out. And the dead things, I can deal with that too. But the fruit flies started coming in like with long wings. They die very fast. They've got very short lifespans. Minutes, I'm talking. But they started coming in through the kitchen window underneath it, and the big tokay geckos, blue ones, they were banging on the window. They were trying to eat them all because they were coming in. And they were doing a good job of it, but they were very noisy about it. And so it's quite a kerfuffle. And then there's just the place was full of flies. It's horrible. I had to sit in the dark for a while. The fish like it. Oh yeah, go swimming. Attract sharks. True, because I've seen like lures, fishing lures of this color. Anyway, this is my pet fly. I'm not sure what to call him yet. Ain and a Targetus. Yeah, it feels like a self-care weekend to me. It feels like that's what it should be for us all. Hey, Mr. Bowers. Come on, crystals, do your job. Just me then, huh? With the animals. It's hanging out with me. It's on the crystal there, washing his hands. You can see him. Making friends with the animals. I made friends with a cockroach once. I was playing with it. It was very playful. I don't like them much, but only because you see them like in the middle of the night. I see them in the middle of the night in my kitchen and stuff, and they seem sneaky because they're night animals. But yeah, I had one playing with me, playing with my toes once. It was fully being playful. Kept on coming back for more. Trout. Louis. I call him Louis. Okay. Louis. Louis the fly. Unique. Helix is always a little different from the other kitties. At first he felt lonely and alienated. He even considered trying to blend in to be accepted by other cats, but this could never give him the joy that being embraced as his true self would. So he took a risk and met people's gaze as himself, and saw that his uniqueness was his beauty, his spark. He alone could twinkle only the way he can. Miraculously, many kitties around him threw off their normal disguises and began to sparkle in their own way too. Their world became dazzlingly diverse. So embrace the freak within and remember, outsiders are in. So need to be more out there with your freakiness. If you're thinking that you're alone and there's not people like you around you, it could be that you're just not kind of putting yourself out there as that as well. They might be all around you and they're all being quiet too. They're being quiet about it. You need to put your chihuahua on a diet. She looks like a miniature piglet. Trout. I like eating trout. I'm eating a lot of salmon at the moment. I had salmon for dinner last night. Hi, Robin. Let's get some homework. Where did Louis go? Over to the window, I think. Two cards came out. I'm going to have to take them both. Being a non-muggle can be fun. It can be kind of, can be alienating. Aquamarine. I'm trying to think what to put on my new desk. I've been looking for stuff online to make a set, you know, for a reading set. Maybe something to lean cards up against. I don't know. I've never been insulted by being called weird or strange. You consider it a compliment. Yeah. It's like, well, one time I was dancing in the UK and this guy came up to me and said, "Are you foreign or something?" Everyone was staring at me. It's because I wasn't being all awkward like everyone else was being. I was just being me and happy. In fact, that often happens when I'm dancing. People try and figure me out as if I'm on drugs or something. I'm like, no, I'm just happy. And I don't hold myself back. I'm not weird. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, you're attracting foxes. The tattoo on my wrist. This? No. It's part of the big one. I mean this. It's part of a sign. Both sides. Foxes are about playfulness. Being clever. Inquisitive. Do I believe I'm worthy? Yes, I do. At last. I didn't for a long time. I kind of did, but in a bullshit way, in an in-your-face way. I'm not like that anymore. I've got a quiet worthiness going on now. You are worthy. You're deserving. You are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you've dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it, says Maya Angelou. Today's soul action. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Today's mantra. Today's mantra, I am worthy of it all. I found this beautiful. I'm just reading your comment now, Melissa. I don't want a tablecloth. I want that white. I want the white table to be white. But I found this. It's gorgeous. It's like it's not available now. They've run out of stock. But it's this small cabinet with drawers, handmade, wooden, painted blue. Really beautiful. I might get that. I also found some plant stands, interesting shaped plant stands. I was looking at things to put the cards on instead of these boxes, and a more interesting way, a more beautiful way to store the cards. Anyway, I found this jewelry stand, which could equally work for cards as well. So let's feel worthy, believe that we're worthy, and this one as well. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? So, you know how I used to think that I felt worthy, but it wasn't. It was a kind of bullshiness. It was an in your face. It was a chip on my shoulder kind of worthiness. It's not true worthiness. When you truly feel worthy, it's just a quiet knowing, and you give yourself things. You do things for yourself, you know. So these two kind of go together. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace to myself in this very moment? There's a self-care vibe about this weekend with these cards. Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. Yeah, there's not many people doing it, and it's really the foundation of everything. We need to do it. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you're able to give the world more grace. Look at yourself with a grace filter. You're meant to be in this moment of your life. And that is big, isn't it? In other words, stop fighting where you are. Stop thinking that you're wrong for being where you are. Stop thinking that you're behind. Stop thinking that there's something wrong with you, and that you should have been able to manifest something else or should be doing something else by now. So many people feel bad about themselves because of that. But you're meant to be right here where you are now. It's okay. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth that you're infinite, you're loved, and you're already there. I watched a fitness girl that I've never seen before on YouTube last night, because she was talking about that the weight loss is difficult when you've just got a little bit like I've got at the moment. That's the hardest bit to get off. And so I watched her video thinking she'll just give me that little key. And she did. But there's something really interesting that she said. And she said, no matter what your body, what your body's like, what your weight is or anything, you are someone else's target. You are where someone else is trying to get to, no matter what weight you are or anything, body shape, anything, leanness, whatever it is, fitness level, you are someone else's goal. And sometimes we can think that we are behind, that we're last. We're coming last in the race when we're not. And anyway, it's not a race. We've got to be kinder to ourselves. So let's be really kind to ourselves this weekend. Self-love. Louis on the card, on the back side of the card. Eyes on my thumb. Eyes on my finger. Get out my coffee mug. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth, that you're infinite, you're loved, and you're already there. It's when I did this about money, when I was worried about money, that was what made the difference, the self-love thing. It's just like, I'm just going to love and accept myself as I am right now, with that bill not paid, with that just, I'm worthy of love. My money's not everything. The bills aren't everything, you know. I'm more important than that. But that made all the difference. When you just stop being like Hitler toward yourself, you'd be amazed when you give yourself that break. Who say if you had like somebody like a drill sergeant screaming at you every minute of every day, who could be able to do anything good there? Like if I had a drill sergeant that was yelling at me, do the next video, do this, even with my exercise, I would be so stressed out that I wouldn't be able to get anything done. I wouldn't be able to get half of the stuff that I'm doing done. And that's what we do to ourselves. We've got a drill sergeant in our head screaming at ourselves instead of being kind to ourselves. Hi, Barbara. Night, Penny. How can we be more kind to ourselves? Because seriously, nobody can do anything good, tap into any like good ideas that are actually going to get you what you want when you're being really mean to yourself. That's why these two go together. Do I believe I'm worthy? Got to believe that you're worthy and you're important, and your well-being is way more important than anything. Anything. You weren't put on this earth to do something. You're put on this earth because you're loved, for you to have an experience here. And it's not like our higher selves are saying, come on, do something. You owe the world something. You should be doing something for other people. No, it's loving us and it's wanting us to take care of ourselves and have a good time here. And then, so when we get in alignment with that, we realize we're worthy. We're in alignment with what the universe thinks about us. It knows that we're loved. It's not everyone else that's loved, and we need to do something for them. Otherwise, we're a waste of space. So, what's going on with my throat? Let's get some tarot cards at them. The windows are steamy on the outside. It's been raining a lot here. Yeah, I'm going to go and pee and I'm going to come back. I'm hydrated this morning. can get some coffee as well. I'll be right back. Just realised we've got a new member of staff out there, and I haven't seen the old one that's been here the whole time I've lived here. He's worked here. I've not seen him for a few days. I hope he's okay. He's not sick. Oh, I had a friend come around again, another grown man crying because he's run out of money. It was shut down. It was hard enough for people anyway. Thanks, Deepta. Oh, we did Stephanie. And now we've got Deepta. Guidance for the current work situation for Deepta. Okay, relax, Deepta, about the work situation. Believe in yourself. So, you know how I was just talking about how the way that we talk to ourselves. I'm not good enough, I haven't done enough, I'm not where I should be, and all of that. Stop doing that to yourself. Believe in yourself instead and relax. Like I said, we can't do anything good. I couldn't come up with good ideas if I had a drill sergeant next to me screaming at me. It was bad enough with all the phone calls I got yesterday, interrupting my videos. But you need to ease up on yourself because you're actually blocking your own way. You need to relax and believe in yourself more instead of giving yourself a hard time about it. That's for first. That's for starts. Yeah, and there's deeper stuff to do with this. So blame. So this is you. This is the what do they call it? Imposter syndrome. It's that feeling that we get when a policeman walks by and we feel like we're guilty as hell and we've done something, even though we haven't. It's the feeling that we get when we're going through nothing to declare at the airport and we feel like we've got like a suitcase full of drugs or something, even though we don't. Like, don't stop me, don't stop me. It's that kind of thing, okay? That kind of a feeling in your work. I'm going to do something wrong. They're going to blame me. I'm going to, it's that kind of thing. That needs to be cleared. So where is that coming from? Where's that feeling coming from with your work? Why aren't you relaxed about it and confident about yourself? What is that self-talk? I think it's time to listen to yourself, Dikta, to listen to what that self-talk really is. Yeah, because there's a nervousness about it that just doesn't need to be there. The nervousness will be holding you back from really shining in your work. Feel like you're going to be blamed for something. Does that help, Dikta? Jane, 3 of Cups. It can be a reunion, right? But it can be reuniting with a lost part of yourself. Could be inner child stuff. It doesn't always have to be about people. It's not always about people. Other people. It's mostly about ourselves. Even if it's about other people, it's about ourselves, really. We're talking about a reunion in a relationship. Well, what do we have relationships for in the first place? It's to know ourselves and love ourselves better. To grow. It's about us, really. I think we can all take self-love to the next level, And I think we can all look back and see, well, I used to be really hard on myself. I'm not that hard on myself anymore. Yeah, that's true. But I think we can all take it to the next level. Came out from 3 different decks in the same reading. Wow. Being stalked by the 3 of Cups. Makes sense. Like, that's the thing with tarot. It's good to have. It's useful to have those definitions of the tarot cards, right? But even in here, you see sometimes I'll read out the explanation in the book, and it's like, no, it's not that. Sometimes it's like it's not that. Got oppression on the bottom of the deck there, which I think is the devil. How we're oppressing ourselves, holding ourselves back. We've got the Hierophant, which kind of looks like the living dead, and the 7 of Crystals, planting seeds, patience. The card of patience, yay. But planting seeds, being patient, growing them, putting that work in. Which one first? Hierophant. Being our own guru kind of thing. Letting ourselves be our guides. You know how we got this unique thing out? It's not just about being different from everyone else. It's about us being unique and our perspective being the guidance that we need, and how we feel being the guidance that we need, and all of that. Yeah, the Hierophant indicates a wonderful time for you to explore new dreams, meet new people, or gain new insights and spiritual knowledge. Making your own insights and spiritual knowledge, This may also signify someone who has the potential to shift the course of your life path in order to bring enlightenment, wisdom, and truth. I'm getting more that this is the inner Hierophant. This is the rather than getting it from a teacher or a book or whatever, a religion. It's about you finding your own truth in this. Do not limit yourself. Exploration is an important part of self-discovery. This may indicate pursuing new avenues of education or learning through formal training. No, it's not that. Not today. The Hierophant may also suggest the need to connect with a unified consciousness which may be spiritual in nature or within the conventions of a group. If you're searching for greater meaning at this time, think about what it is you'd like to learn or change in your life. What activities can you explore that connect with your own mind, body, and spirit? Let's get connected. The inner Hierophant. And this 7 of Crystals. Planting seeds. Being patient. 7 of Crystals. 7 of Crystals indicates a new perspective of your life goals. It could be that you feel as though you've worked very hard, but are still in the process of reaping the rewards. Now is not the time to give up. We keep on getting this message, just keep on going, keep on going, keep on working. And I know that, especially if you've been closed off to receiving, you can feel so worn out because you've been working so hard for so very little, and it can be defeating, and you might want to give up. But this is saying don't give up. Don't ever give up. Never give up. Now is not the time to give up. If you're feeling stuck or idle at the moment, take some time to rest and review your next steps. Perhaps you've learned more than you thought possible along the way and have shifted your priorities unexpectedly. Perhaps you've learned more than you thought possible along the way and have shifted your priorities unexpectedly. It could simply be a matter of gaining a new perspective and trusting your instincts, mind, body and spirit. Oh my God. The ants are dragging these fruit fly bodies across the floor now. They're cleaning up for me. It's wild. Look at your life and think of everything you've accomplished and all that you're grateful for. This phase is simply a pause along your journey. It's just keep on going, but be patient with yourself and find that your inner connection, your own guidance sort of thing. Really, you'd like to connect with the spirit world more often. Do it for yourself first. That's what I found. I mean, that's that's how I developed mine. Did it for myself first. I needed to do it for myself first. Ah, yeah. I often wondered where they went to, because I've had infestations like that before. I've gone into the kitchen area in the evening and there's been like a million of them around the light. But then in the morning, no sign of them. It's like, what happened to them? What happened to them? That's what happens. The ants carry them off. Circle of life, huh? Our little cleaners. Like my geckos, my toke geckos, eating them before they come in. Otherwise, there would have been so much more. So there would have been a lot more of them. Thanks, Deepta. Guidance regarding the program I'm contemplating. The program you're contemplating. Deepta. Is it a healing program? Is it meditation? Is it something like that? Probably is. Yeah, be good for you. Help you understand more about abundance, about more about yourself and your relationship with abundance, your relationship with yourself, understanding yourself better, know thyself. Yes, be good. Healing for you, but more about you gain more awareness through it. You understand yourself better, especially around the doubt about abundance, doubt of yourself and doubts of abundance. Thanks, Maria. Hiya. I mean, it's important we do it for ourselves first, isn't it? I'm just thinking of those cards again. We do, like, with that connection, I had to do it for myself first, but I was kind of forced to because I was such a mess. But that was the right way to do it anyway. We've got to get selfish first. We've got to do the self-love thing first. Do it for ourselves. Same as any healing thing. Why do healers get into doing what they do? Is because they need it themselves. Some people don't do it for themselves. They think they're here to help everyone else and they miss themselves out. But the reason they get into it into the first place is they need it for themselves. They're wounded healers, you know. It's a healing program. I know. Your higher self told me. Yeah, I would go for it because it's saying it. You're going to understand what's holding you back from abundance. You're going to understand yourself better. So, absolutely, it's worth taking time away from work for it. Why would you want to continue work to not do that because you're fearing lack? The course is going to help you through that. So, yeah, absolutely. Take that chance. Maria, how will my guides connect with me? And how will I recognize it? Wow, well, that's a question. It's just practice, it's practice, it's practice. You can also ask them to give you a clear sign each time. You can have like, like in, what movie is it? It's, they have a little, something, they know the behavior of it. What movie is that? And it can be like a spinning top or something. And they know whether they're in a dream or not by using this little anchor that they've got. It could be something like that. Like my crystals, my red and yellow, red and green crystals. A little tool that gives you confirmation so that you can ask for confirmation that what you're getting is intuition and not, it's from connection and it's not just your ego or whatever, you're just making it up. Yeah, so Maria, you're trying Inception. That's it, thank you. I told you I'm terrible at names. Totems, yeah. It's something like that. It's having something, and it could be something little like that. It could be a flip of a coin. Asking, yeah, ask your higher self. So is this intuition? Flip the coin. If it's a head, it's intuition. If it's a tail, whichever way around you want it to be. Something really simple like that will help you to gain that. Otherwise, it's just practice, It's like me doing the readings. It's just practice. I'm totally confident in it now because I've just done it so many times. And I've got so much feedback about it. But when I first started, yeah, it was difficult to put myself out there and do the readings for people because I was questioning it. Practice. But this is saying detachment, like go and flow. So you're trying to hang on to it too. Whenever we're trying to chase something down, it's like, I want to get connected. I want my own guidance. I want to do that. Whenever we're like like a dog with a bone, that kind of thing, like that. It's not good. It doesn't flow. It's not. It's anti-alignment. So you got to relax about it, detach, not want it so much, try and find it so much. Whenever we try and chase something down, it's going to run away from us. It's lack perspective. I don't have this thing. I want to find this thing. I want to get my I want to get my connection. I want to get my guidance. I don't have it, you know? Are you going to find it? Nah. How are you going to find it? Going out into nature, going for a walk, forgetting about it, detaching from it, letting go. And then you'll be like, oh, I've had an idea. See you, Mr. Bowers. Self-care. See you on Monday, Mr. Bowers. And, wow, okay. Yes, you need to get into the flow. So what can you create to get into that flow? You can get out into nature. It's really about distraction. It's about detachment. You've got to stop trying to. And as I said, it was in I think in a private reading that I did yesterday. Is the universe just making messed up rules for us? Oh, you can't want it that much. You've got to get at that sweet spot of wanting it a bit, but not too much. The universe isn't making up stupid rules like that, getting us to jump through hoops. It's just in the right way so it can manifest something. It's not coming from a lack perspective. It's as simple as that. If you're coming from a lack perspective, and we've got to understand that. We've got to understand ourselves when we're coming from this lack perspective, when we're grasping, trying to attach to something, whether it's a human being for a relationship or trying to manifest something or trying to get a skill. When we're coming from that lack perspective, it's never easy. Yeah, it's inception. You're right. Hey, Dr. G. You guys show up as a team in your sleep. Awesome. Oh, it's people interviewing you. That's cool. I like that. You have smells. You smell, Timothy. Yeah, you get things stand out. I do that too. I get like it's like a spotlight on things. It looks like a physical spotlight on things. Amplified. I understand that. I get that too. You'll have your own way, but you've got to relax about it, or you're being too intense about it, chasing it down. So create things that will get you into that flow more. Not to try and get you into not to try and chase it down even more, but just to get you into the flow of relaxation. Yeah, the mini reads. It's if you read Dr. Partridge, if you read that pinned comment up top, it tells you how to do it. How to get the mini reads by donation. There. Meanwhile, I'm getting cards out for the collector, and I'm going to get another tarot card out. So we've got get connected. Be nice to ourselves this weekend. It's all about self-care, looking after ourselves, stopping the inner critic, or noticing the inner critic and being kind to ourselves instead. Let's get another one out. And having patience with ourselves above everything else. Being really kind to ourselves. Let's do that this weekend. For me, it's not a voice. It's sometimes I get the feeling myself when I'm reading for others. Sometimes it's I don't know how the information comes. I can't describe it. It's not a voice though. It's not ever a voice for me. I don't hear things. I can hear the cicadas right now, but I don't. Yeah, it's never a voice. Sometimes it's like a dream or a video in my head. But for personal, for my own, it's just an idea. It's just an idea. It's just like me having an idea. It's just an idea pops in my head and I go, oh, I'll do that. And I respond to it so fast that it works. Yeah, I've learned to trust it, the ideas, the random ideas that pop into my head. It amazes people. especially people that are in a romantic relationship with me when they're just getting to know me. They're like, how did you know to do that? I'm like, well, I just had an idea. Like, and I act on it straight away. And they're like, how come that worked out for you? It's quite trippy for them to be with me and see the way that I live my life and operate, because it does appear random on the outside, but then they see all the magic happening. Like there's that one time with Jared when we first started going out with each other. We'd only had a few dates, and we were in this beach bar, and the scouts, I think, were having a seafood tray raffle, selling raffle tickets, and I needed to go to the bathroom, and then this little scout was coming along to our table, and I said to Jared, buy a ticket with one. He's like, what? I said, buy when that kid comes, if I'm not back, buy a ticket because we've won. He's like, right on. And yes, we did. We won. I just heard it clear as day. You need to get a ticket because you've won this. I'm like, okay. Told him. He's like, oh, what the hell? And so when we won, I'm like, yeah, well, of course we did. He's like, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Hard to put into practice. Head smells, changes of faces. Yeah, that happens too. Rocking chair moving. Woo. Nothing for a long time. Mm. Your father communicates in song. Someone that warns you of things, tell you to look for things. Yeah. Deja vu feelings. Yes, that too. I got a lot of that. But there's something in that. There's something in the way that I just trust it so much now and respond to it, and then it works out. And even even with, like, you wouldn't believe the amount of shopping that I'm doing online at the moment is just ridiculous. And if I look at that from a muggle perspective, I would be telling myself, like, Claire, what are you doing? But there's it's like with the desks, I know something's coming from that. License plates. My friend used to get car horns beeping whenever she said something important or thought something important. Beep. Yeah. Confirmation. King of Pentacles. So our manifestations, and especially the stability that we're wanting to manifest, is so the security, the stability that we're trying to manifest. We have to take our time with that. Keep on saying it. What's the stability really? It's our foundations. It's the self-love. That is the stability you're really looking for. Because when you've got that, you've got everything. And then everything else manifests from there. But most people are trying to manifest the pentacles instead of just trying to manifest self-love. And it's such a waste of time trying to manifest the stability outside of yourself. Because if you just do the self-love thing, everything else just works out. What you were trying to manifest the hard way, it just happens. You get goosebumps. Oh, me too. I get the chills. I get it in readings when it's something really that I'm saying that's really important. Goosebumps, full chills. It's Kundalini energy at its most augmented. It's the creeps. Some people call it creeps, right? Small shadows, a music box of unicorn, carousel, horse blinds. Wow. Yeah, goosebumps. That's a big one, isn't it? Confirmation. Sometimes I just start talking about something, and well, that's me, isn't it? That's my channeling. It's great. It's just so easy for me. I could talk about anything. Like, seriously. Someone could say, oh God, our guest speaker hasn't shown up. I could just stand on stage and just start talking. A phrase nags, yeah. A word can nag at you, and sometimes you can be trying to meditate it away and stuff, and it's like, oh, I need to pay attention to it instead. It's myself trying to get through. Sometimes when you close your eyes, you get images of things and people you don't know. Little movie events, yeah. Yeah, visions, I get the visions. And again, it's not like seeing, I don't know, it's a bit like a dream. It's that kind of thing, it's like a side dream, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, because it's not as tangible as like vision, like suddenly I'm in another reality. It's not that at all. Barbara. Barbara wanted something terribly one time, and all of a sudden a car showed right in front of me and said, denied. Stuff happens to me like I'll think, I wonder how I'm going to do this. And then, like that, one time I was sat at a cafe, I think I was with somebody else, and I said, I wonder how I can get some of my stuff from the Gold Coast storage up here. I was in Port Douglas at the time. This truck came and parked. The guy got out of it to get a coffee from the cafe. The side of the truck said partial loads removal or something. Call here for the item, like it's like a shared truck kind of thing. And it's like I only just said that to my friend, and then the truck showed up. Like seriously, instant answers. Duh. One time I was on an aeroplane again. I think it was with someone else, or I was just thinking to myself, I wonder how that works. And then the guy sat next to me, struck up a conversation, and said, "Oh, what do you do?" You know, usual, just conversation. It's like, "Oh, I'm the world expert in that thing you were just thinking about." Like, and well, I was wondering how that works, and he like explained it all to me. I'm like, seriously, universe, instant answers. It's funny. It's great. It's when you know you're connected. It's not when you know like everything that you need and you want to know it can be put right in front of you, especially now with the internet. Oh my God, it makes it so easy for the universe to give us answers. Sometimes people touch me and I see things I don't want to see. I see dead people. Yeah, what Cecil said. I used to have unwanted stuff too, and I always clear with my guides. I'm like, hey, now, if you want me to do this work and use this gift, I'm cool with that, but none of this stuff. I don't want that stuff. You take that away. I'm not putting up with that. Don't freak me out with things. And yeah, and ever since I drew that boundary with them, like you sort that stuff out, help me here, work for me team, protect me while I'm doing it. For sure, I'll do this work. So yeah, you need to do that, Christine. What Cecil said. Boundaries. Absolutely, what Timothy said there. You learn to trust it because every time you don't, you get a lesson. Every time you go against your intuition, oh, you get a kick in from the universe. Damn. A breath on your skin, Melissa, sometimes warm, sometimes cold. Creepy. Traveling on a bus and fell asleep and dreamed of a bus accident 2 weeks later. Wow, there's a bus accident. Yeah, you fully get the visions. Predictive visions. Yeah, we have to form boundaries with the spirit world. Absolutely. Oh, wow. Christine. Right, let's get some more tarot out for everybody. What an interesting conversation. Yeah, so don't try and manifest the external stuff. The stability that you want from that, or the joy that you want from that, or whatever it is that you think you're going to get from it. Security, maybe. From that material stuff. Get that security in yourself first. Go for that. Sometimes I hear songs too. And that one was the Lion King. Was it the Lion King? The Don't Worry song. Leave Your Troubles Behind. Something like that. It's a Disney movie. I can't. Leave Your Troubles Behind. Is it a bear or something? I don't know. I can't remember. Leave Your Troubles Behind. That's important. Yeah, Christine, what you just said there. I've said that too. If I can't change it, if I can't do anything about it, don't give it me. What are you giving it to me? It's not useful. Take it away. Same. I'm same with people too. People want to talk about all kinds of crap, and it's got nothing to do with me, and it's got nothing to do with them, and they can't do anything about it, and they're making a problem up, and like a just making a problem up. That's what the conspiracy theorists do. Just making a problem up. That's not even there. It's such a waste of time. Yeah, do that with the spirit world as well. What are you giving me this for? That's not useful. Don't give me stuff like that. Give me useful stuff. Jungle Book, yes. Jungle Book. That's what it is. Mowgli. Leave your troubles behind. What's the word from that? Because I can't catch that tune in my head at all. Jungle Book. Oh, song. Let's get the lyrics. Bare necessities. They're great songs. Yes, that's it. It's the bare necessities, isn't it? I'm going to read them to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and just strive. I mean the bare necessities, old Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. Now, when you pick a pawpaw or a prickly pear, and you prick a raw paw, well, next time beware. Don't pick the prickly pear by the paw. When you pick a pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear of the big paw. Have I given you a clue? The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you, right? The bare necessities, it's that the self-love, the security within ourselves. Forget about the worries about the strife. Forget about the material stuff that you're trying to get, the King of Pentacles there. Do the foundational stuff, and then it will just work out. It will come to you. The bare necessities of life will come to you. Bare necessities. There's Alan walking past. Okay, forget about your troubles and your strife. Stop trying to manifest those, the symptoms kind of thing. Stop trying to manifest the symptoms that are going to come about when you actually get the thing itself. The Nine of Materials. Doing it for ourselves. The Nine of Materials is the single person that has got their life in order. But you don't do it by going after the Pentacles. It's the big distraction, isn't it? The Pentacles. People focusing on that instead of the stuff that actually gets it. It's like when I started working on the abundance stuff, and other people were saying, just set a goal and then it will come to you. If I set a money goal, the opposite would happen. My money would stop. It's like, oh, God, no, that doesn't work for me at all. Because it just drew out the struggle, it just brought out the lack in me each time, and the worry and all of that. Even now, I don't need to focus on that stuff at all because it's not important. I've got more important things to do on this planet. That's what the energy update said today as well. You've got more important things to do here, and your higher self is helping you do the more important things. And it doesn't give a crap about that material stuff that you're trying to manifest. It will give it you, yeah, when you're focused on the more important things, the bare necessities. I don't like people touching me. I'm okay with it. Just depends who it is. I don't let many people touch me. And I've got personal space. You know what I mean? I don't like it when people get in my personal space at all. Yeah, there's something in that apathy, that not caring. It's good. It's good to get to a place of that, but then not question yourself about it. Yeah, it's about being truly cool with stuff, like Stephanie says. It's a good way of putting it. Yeah. And the people that do give a fuck, they really don't like it when you don't, and they don't get it. How come everything's working out for you when you just don't care? Well, keep on asking yourself that question, you crazy person. As a teenager, I used to get the smell of bacon. Seriously? That's funny. Yeah, I can just feel it. When there's a warning like that, I can just feel it. It's like when it's sharky in the water. A lot of people feel that too. You tell when there's a shark there. When it's sharky, there's an uneasy feeling and you get out. A lot of people get out of the water at the same time. Some clueless muggles, they stay in the water. I'm like, what are you doing? It's sharky. How do you know? I can feel it. Look at all these people feeling it. Get out, you crazy muggle. The animals feel it. They're connected. You can tell. It's like everyone has it. If you had your eyes closed in a room, you'd be able to tell whether there was someone there. You'd be able to tell if someone's looking at you. You can tell if someone's looking at you. We can all do it. We've all got these gifts, but it's about trusting it, right? Higher from being our own guide, trusting our guidance. You feel anxious now, you know it's just fear coming up. Yeah, it's different, isn't it? When we get a warning, it's not coming from generalized anxiety, like being a fearful person. It comes out of the blue. And then we're like, pay attention to that. That's what it is. It comes out of the blue. It's not like, oh, I'm worried, oh, I'll be worried about that thing. That must be my intuition. That's not, that's just generalized anxiety and being a fearful person. It's very difficult. How could you pick apart If you're a generally fearful person worrying all the time, yeah, you're not going to be able to listen to your intuition because it's just in all of the chaos and noise. Yeah, animals move to a high ground before a tsunami. They know when storms are coming. We do too. I can feel it. I like it. I love that feeling of a storm coming. It's exciting. You see it when I'm making my videos too. I'll suddenly go like that, and I'll look. There'll be a shift in something, and I can feel like if it's going to rain or something like that each time. Major warnings of bad people. Yeah, I used to ignore that. To my detriment. Isn't this useful, this conversation? How do we, like, it's the best question ever, Maria. How do we recognize it when it's our guidance, when it's our inner hierophant? Yeah, listen to that, Christine. Walk into a house, want to get out straight away. Meet someone and want to get the hell away from them. Or just be around them, but be totally energetically wary of them. I had a dog go on the run with me yesterday. It didn't come all the way, but I don't know where it appeared from. Got out of the house. It was a golden retriever, I think. Really annoying. Oh my God, one of those annoying dogs that just gets right in front of your feet and then stops a bit. Over and over again. Dogs know. You can tell. They have that inner knowing about people, whether people are bad. You watch the dogs see, they bark at some people and not at others. It's because they know, they can feel it. Are you bad in bed, Christine? I'm sure that's not what you mean. I know what you mean. It's that the energies of people. Don't have sex with those people, Christine. Yeah, very, very interesting question, Maria. Helps, doesn't it? It helps sharing because you realize how you do it sometimes. Yeah, and if you get an unclear answer, you ask them to make it clear. Ask for a sign. Even in a room of 150, zero in and the one about to be trouble, and then fall in love with them, and then be attracted to them. Oh no, it's a good feeling, says Mandy. It's interesting because my ex, who is a very good person but also too open, not enough boundaries, is learning his boundaries now. He's actually scared of the people here who I'm not scared of, but they've got very strong boundaries, right? They're good people. The animals love them, and but yes, they've got very strong boundaries, and that makes me trust them even more. Whereas he, with his weaker boundaries, is scared of them. It's interesting, isn't it? They're not scary at all. Oh, I wouldn't want to cross them, but I don't want to cross anybody. It'd be so different, Christine. Once you love yourself and then start choosing the right people, you're gonna have a very different experience. Show you medical intuitive stuff. Oh, yeah. My energy healings are interesting because sometimes I get the pain or the feeling, which isn't great, until I've translated it, and then it'll go away. Sometimes I'm seeing it like a video. Sometimes I'm kind of told things. Sometimes I can feel it with my hands. So I pretend that I've got like a mini person, a mini customer in front of me, and can feel the energy like that. Yeah, you've not been loved right yet, Christy. You've got a lot to look forward to. Okay, you know who's about to explode. Yeah, yeah. Can feel it. It's like the feeling of a storm coming. This is the Hermit. Contemplation, soul searching. This is this weekend. It's time to hermit away and get that clarity, or get ourselves to that place of stability this weekend with the self-talk and all of that. Be really kind to ourselves to get that stability, do the self-loving thing so that we can be intuitive and get that guidance, be our own guru. I hope that's what my readings do for people. I don't want to make you dependent on me. I hope it helps you to get confirmation of your own guidance, you know, and open up to your own guidance. So that's why it's a time to walk alone. I got the Hermit card. Yeah, this weekend, a good weekend for inner strength and balance, for believing in ourselves, for unique, doing our own thing, offering ourselves more grace, not going after the material stuff, not trying to manifest stuff, but getting those firm foundations that will manifest everything anyway. Leaving our worries behind. You see medical in black and white images. Oh, you see the problem overlying your body. Fluid on the artery. Oh, you get stuff like that. Yeah, it's rare that I get stuff like that. I'm more tapped into um, the emotional and the vibrational body kind of thing. And so my energy healings are less the physical stuff and more the things that are behind it. Because, of course, whatever's going on, of the stuff that I'm talking about here, um, is manifesting in our bodies. Well, it's manifesting in the decisions that we're making and the actions that we're taking, and that affects our bodies too, right? Anxiety, yeah. I don't think I've ever been depressed. Anxiety, yes. PTSD, yes. Oh, yeah. Exhausting. Learned a lot from me. Cool. Let's get some more cards out. Experienced a murder. Wow. Yeah, I've never had anything like that. Sometimes I'll start an energy healing and I've got like this blinding headache. One that I did last week was interesting because I don't get distracted when I'm doing my readings. It's very rare that a distraction. Anyway, I've started doing this energy healing. Straight away, I'm distracted. I'm getting up. I'm doing something else. I'm like, what am I doing? I had to keep on bringing myself back to it, and I'm like, this isn't my distraction. This is them. I'm like, okay, you're telling me what their state is. It was very hard to continue with it. I'm like, wow, you might not realize, like, this was in the energy healing. Wow, Costa, you might not realize this, but you are more distractible than anybody. Like, that was ridiculous what happened to me at the start of this. And you know, we never know what normal is because we can't feel inside of someone else. But then when we get a window of awareness like that in an energy healing, it's like, yeah, this is really bad compared to other people. You need to know about that there's, what was it? There's something triggering it. Something in her environment, if I remember rightly. Anyway, I get stuff like that. but I don't like it when it's headaches or stuff. Yeah, you can tell if someone's about to kick off. It's the sharky feeling. It's the same thing. Wow. Yeah, that does sound weird, Melissa. You weirdo. We're weird, aren't we? Shining through. Our true selves are shining through. Allowing ourselves to be ourselves. Wow, I found the incident in the newspaper 2 days later, just like you'd experienced. Strong energy. Of course, when someone's going through something like that, that's why we pick up on those bad things. In places, it's like places where there's been wars or terrible things happen, we can feel it so strong. Because when people are going through traumatic stuff, they've got massive magnetic, their heart energy, their emotional energy is huge and powerful at that moment, and it lingers. It does. Places of great love too. So yeah, whoever was going through that was experiencing that massive focus and emotional energy that manifests, and you've picked up on it. That horrible feeling something terrible is happening. The storyteller. The storyteller. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Interesting. Yeah, I'm getting this liar, liar, pants on fire here. You're telling the truth. You're a truth teller, and the people that don't want their truth telling are scared of you because of it. Try and tell you that what you're picking up on isn't true. You're making it up. Careful of people like that. Yeah, me too, Melissa. People's deepest secrets hidden from themselves, but more. Yeah, that's what I pick up on. The stuff that's flying under the radar, the stuff that isn't obvious in our blind spots, Wow, it's nearly 9 o'clock already. Time flies when you're enjoying yourself. Spirit of gratitude. We're being appreciated right now by our guides and by our higher selves. They appreciate us being our unique selves, flying our freak flags, owning up to it. Very grateful for that, for being the truth tellers, Yeah, not me. I don't worry about what anyone thinks anymore. I do remember when I was worried, though. I do remember when I was worried about coming out as a reader and things like that. Now I think it's bizarre when people question it. Oh, I've forgotten that some people are like that. Yeah, babies and kids, pure. Some of them aren't, but it's bizarre when I come across one that isn't. Yeah, most are. I mean, you can see right through them, Barbara. Get uncomfortable, yeah. Some people still think that they can fool me and they can't. Some people lie. Let's get some of these out before we finish. The seat of the Church of England was that. I once went to some churches in Norfolk, and this one particular church was Catholic. Ooh, run! But I had most emotional feeling come over me. So much darkness around religion. Muddled, unclear thinking. We've got to get clear. This weekend, let's get clear. Stop questioning ourselves. Stop keeping ourselves in a place of anxiety, not taking care of ourselves and thinking that we're behind, thinking we're wrong, thinking we're flawed, thinking whatever. Just let's ease up on ourselves this weekend so that we get ourselves out of that muddled, unclear thinking. And like I said, you're not going to be able to listen to intuition if you're constantly worried, if you're constantly in fear, you're anxious and all of that. We've got to take care of ourselves first. Problem to be resolved. Whatever that is on an individual basis, the inner problem to be resolved, sort that out first. Taking good care of ourselves. Yeah, great conversation. It's a good one. It always is, right? What else do we need to know about this weekend? Give us more. Vacation, yeah, let's give ourselves a break. Take care of ourselves. Self-love weekend. Especially in our thoughts. Happiness. Love. Good cards. That's what you just got out. Heart. It's given us all the best cards. Love, deep affection and caring. Yay. Good weekend. The pig came out then. Beware of greed. It's just don't go for the material stuff. It's what I've already said. Spending time with a beautiful soul this evening. Awesome. Thanks everyone for coming along. Have an amazing weekend. I'm not doing this tomorrow. I'm doing something else instead. But stick around on my YouTube channel because I'm about to publish those special bonus reads. I might do them as what do you call it? Where you can all watch together. That thing you can do on YouTube where we can all watch together. Could do that. I need to pee first though before I do that. Premiere. I think that's what they're called. I might do them as premieres and see who gets on there. Well, that'll take ages. That'll be one after another. Maybe not. Well, enjoy that, Christine. It's about time you're around some better people. Thanks. I will do. Thanks everyone for coming along, for your donations and all of that. See you all on Monday.